to become an influencer and how to grow your account in 2021. First of all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liv Shine. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm making videos on makeup and vlogs and sometimes educational like this one today, which is going to be a lot of my tips on Instagram, how to become an influencer and what you should know. I do spill a lot of the tea, and if you want like more depth on a specific content, just let me know down below. I'll make sure to make a video separate on that so we can go like deeper in details. Today I wanted to talk to you about stuff that you guys always ask me, and I just thought to make a video about it. Also, if you're watching this one right now, you probably want to become an influencer or want to know like what is the hassle and what you should do. So I have all the tips, I wrote it down, so I just, I'll read it and just let you know what I'm doing, and this is what helped me grow my social accounts. So just go into the video. Starting your account, make sure first of all that you are on a creator account, not on personal account, because you want to be public and people, when they follow you, they will see your open account, which is obvious, but some people might not know that. When you want to become an influencer, I know that's probably like you think it's cliche or something, but think about what brings value to your audience or your future audience. What do you want to like niche and be specific about what you think you can bring value, and also not be bored about it. Not going to be bored talking about this over and over again. This is what's going to give you more of your niche audience, and then you grow your account to more. When you're starting, when you have this amount of followers and you niche about something that you are bored to say, but they like it. They want you to talk about this specific niche and this specific thing that you give value, and they will keep come to you. Stories you can just do yourself, which I'm going to talk about later, but I mean posting, you want to be consistent. I get it that it's in your life, but also when you bring value and like posting stuff, and reels, when you have this right now, this is just so important. When you are in this niche, you also want to engage with these accounts that are familiar, similar to your niche accounts. So when you are posting and liking some other people photos, they will bring love to you and comment on your post. Most likely, post every day. It's really important. Post every day as much as you can. If you can do twice or 3 times a day, I recommend once a day at your beginning, and then you can then go to twice a day, 3 times a day. It just depends on how big your account grow on the first time. With the reels, it's really easy to grow your account this way. Give value content, even if it's reels, and post every day, and about the same time. Make sure you're engaging 30 minutes before that and 30 minutes when you post. Another thing is also to be really specific when you are engaging with those accounts. Be specific, like also on those accounts that are similar to your content, and make sure to do it. Basically, it's like a full-time job, so just do it all day, every day. If you can engage as much account as you can, with more account, it's better. Just put yourself out there, put a comment here, like everyone else. Just open their feed, open their Instagram to see, oh, I like this post, like a couple posts. If you don't, even if you don't follow them, you don't have to follow them. You just like and comment, and you just you just give them this love that sometimes they will bring back. And another thing that I recently really was amazed is to actually like someone else comment in their feed, I mean on their post. Like someone posts something and someone else comment on that, you like this comment and also um, comment on that comment. So that's basically makes them be like, oh my god, who's that liked my comment, and also comment on my comment. So this is kind of like, oh, that's, I want to see who's that, and usually they go back to your account and they see if you they like your feed or they like you, whatever. So they just, sometimes they follow you or they like your pictures and commenting on yours. So it's just like, it's good engagement, and that's basically what's really important. You should post stories as much as you can, so people will just, as a story, that's basically your life. People want to be connected to you, so through stories it's like yourself. You show part of your day and like behind the scene, which people love to see what's going on. Like you want to post, show behind the scene of what was before you post, how you did like your makeup, or I don't know, whatever you did before to post this picture or this reel. And then, just engage with your daily basic. You can show what you eat in a day, or sometimes it just depends. I usually make my Monday about makeup, so I can come to stories and just do about makeup. And Sunday I usually show like my skincare routine on stories. It just depends. Q&A are very high, like very good. If you just do like Q&A, you mostly understand what your community want from you. And also just, as a secret, you can sometimes just write your own questions without people know who really wrote this question, and then you make them understand what kind of question to ask you, because sometimes people are shy to just, Q&A, okay, what am I going to ask her? I have no idea. This way, you're making them understand what kind of question to ask you and what do you know to answer back. I know this is something that is really big. IGTV started to like pay creators, which is really awesome. So I would suggest as 1 to 2 or 3 IGTV a week if you can. I do usually once a week, which I should probably do like a series. And if you do a series, that's the best. People just want to see, more and more from that topic. When I started this channel, I started more makeup and just makeup. I barely was like doing other things, so I really specific on this niche, and this is what also helped my account grow. And also on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is kind of different. I'll talk about this later, but I've been doing crazy stupid things about TikTok. I didn't really know how to grow on that when I started, so we basically all did the mistake on TikTok. If you want me to talk about TikTok, I will do a different video just on that, but today just Instagram. Also, the more you do TikTok, it's gonna help you with your Instagram, which I'm about to talk about right now. It's to upload to TikTok as much as you can, and in that specific niche every day as much as you can. And then people from TikTok, let them know in the end of every video to just check out your Instagram. Even just write it, and then they usually go and just click on your Instagram, and if they follow you on TikTok, they gonna usually follow you on Instagram. So more more big platform, and it's very like really good to grow on TikTok, to grow your Instagram and other channels, even YouTube as well. It's really good. Reels usually 3 to 5 a week, something like TikTok, but TikTok I'm doing more. I'm even doing sometimes 7, 8. I should do more. Like usually I do like 10 a week, but I need to do like at least 15 a week for TikTok. And then Reels I usually do 3 to 5, just depend. And I just don't want my Reels to be like all on my post. I do still want my Instagram to be with my pictures, and then Reels on the other side. More than 5 is also fine. I'm just doing 3 to 5, and this is like okay. But post every day. If you do post, the other day that you do reels, you don't have to actually make another post just about that reel. You can put like another cover so you can match your post on your Instagram, like on your feed, and then you're good to go. Like it's like a post. If you do want your Instagram to be with reel that day and also post a picture, you can totally do that. Just up to you. Search hashtag for your content. I know hashtags have been really like, oh, should I really make this about my hashtag? Should I really research? Should I do something? Yes, your hashtag is really important, because if you are using hashtags that are more than 1 million, 2 million, they're probably you're not going to be seen there. You want to use like small hashtags account, and also something that really in your niche, and also about your picture you post. Hashtags that are less than 1 million, even less than 500 are really good. You're gonna do good to your post, and always try to change that up. Don't use the same 30 hashtag that you used on that post. Don't use it again. Try to mix it up. You can do like a dot if you don't want your audience to know what kind of hashtag, or don't want them to like be very visible. I usually don't like put my hashtags on my caption. I just do my caption, sometimes small, sometimes I'm doing like a mini blog, talking too much about like what happened in my week, what happened in my day, and then my hashtag in like a dot on my comment, and then hashtags reply to that dot. And I know it's kind of confusing, but you just post a dot and then reply to that dot with those 30 hashtags that you did research on, and then you put them like on your notes or something, and then you just click and paste this there, and then you just have your hashtag kind of hidden because they don't see there, because they see a dot and then some reply. Always tag the place that you are, because the more you tag the place you live, the more you get a search that people where you live know you, and then they found you, and then they most likely follow you and like your pictures and view your story, engage, and all that. Tag the brand that you are wearing, that you're doing your makeup, that everything. Tag them, because they will see that you tag them. Or even then, just under the picture put at that brand, and then they see you from that tag, from that post. And then sometimes it's more like people see you because they can repost it, and they have more million, or I don't know, 2 million people on their account on this brand. They like your picture, they will repost it. More people to see your picture there, they most likely to come and follow you. Why am I just did the COVID vaccine. I did the Moderna. I was just like dead for 2 days, 3 days. So I'm taking it easy. So I really had to do this video, sit down. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just like, I wrote this before though, so I have everything that I need to share with you, so yeah. But I'm good. I was just like, my symptom was tired, exhausted. My arm was really swollen. As you see, I'm still with that. So anyways, if you see that and you'll be like, what happened? Yeah, I'm just trying to not touch it. It's really hurting me. Whenever you post this picture, share it to your story. And when you share it to your story, also include the location, include the hashtag that you use. Usually take like 7 hashtags from the hashtag that you use. Only 7 of them. I don't know what works, but it works. Only 7 of the hashtags, and put them behind your picture, so it's not going to be like visible. And then your picture, and then the location you can also hide or just leave it. And then when you post it, like put also like new stickers that always in the gifts there's new stickers. And then put new posts, so your whoever view your story fast, just they see in your story that you post, so they come and engage and like, and so make sure to always include that when you post. Just share it on your story. Make sure to engage with other accounts before that, and also during when you post. But make sure when you do the engagement, like I told you, all day I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it more than like 20 people of engagement, like more than 20 or 30 at one time, because then the algorithm will just find you like you are a robot, like you're not real, and then maybe they will just shut you down or something. So don't make it like, oh, click like and comment on every like picture for like more than an hour. Don't do that. Just try to do like 30 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes afternoon, like in the evening, and when you post, do like something like that. Don't like push everything in one time, because this will not be good. Go live. It's really, really important, and especially if you can just save your live after and then put it on IGTV, and IGTV pay you after. That just makes it so good. So I usually go live, and that's really bring other account to really engage and also see me as live. And I usually talk about like makeup. I could do like skincare, or just workout video. It just depends on what you want to do, or even cooking if you're into cooking. I'm into cooking, but I'm not doing it on my Instagram. Like I said, I have to be like on my niche, and cooking will be just too much to my niche. I am more likely on beauty, makeup and wellness. Fashion is also something that I'm passionate about, but I do that on Instagram. I'm not doing that much on YouTube, which I kind of do. I do hauls and stuff like that, but not like styling, which I want to do. I don't have that much like space here. I know this sounds dumb, but I'm just like really focusing on my real estate and finding a new house for us. So it's just like too much for me, and I'm also a mom. I have kids, so it's just like too much for me to be focused on another thing that is just gonna take me so much to do. So even on TikTok, I do like to like do one, get ready with me. So whenever I'm like doing my outfits, I'll take a video of that and my makeup of the day. Another thing that I think it's very important is to visualize and manifest your success on Instagram or in YouTube or in TikTok. Just really helps you visualize yourself success. It just makes it become reality. So as much as you can, it's really good, and it's also good for everything else in your life. Manifest is just really, really good. Be real, be yourself. People love you because you are yourself, not trying to be someone else, because when you're trying to be someone else and then one day you are yourself, it's not looking good. Stay consistent. As much as you are like, okay, I don't feel like it, just make sure to stay consistent on this app. It's really gonna push you to grow when you are consistent and posting every day and doing all what I told you. There are apps that can help you with your posting, that you can just make sure all your content is ready. You already edited in Lightroom or any other editing app. Just make sure like it's already applied all your editing thing, and then when your pictures are ready, you just put them in these apps like Anam or Planoly, and you just put your Instagram handle and you just post, and you see how your feed will look like with those pictures. And you can just do save, and then you can share the picture on like a specific time. So whenever you want to post, you just will post it immediately whenever you want to, and then you just have to engage. It just did all the work for you, and that's what I like about these apps. So they save you so much time, and I know there is on TikTok the same thing right now, so that really, really helps. Practice your editing skills. That's also really important. That's also really what I think was like, gave me like, or anyone, like a nice feed. You don't have to think about your feed that much when you grow your account, or any time actually, if you don't really think about it, if you don't care, so whatever. But I do like to see like a nice feed and like how everything matched to the other when I do this kind of look. So I want to match it like with my makeup, and then I do my makeup that day this way, and then I post about it. So I do like to practice my editing skills. So I do go to Lightroom and make sure that I have, usually it's the same preset, but it doesn't mean that whenever I have a preset, doesn't mean that I'm not like always changing it. It's always there is something to touch up. And I also go to airbrush because I don't like my big pores, and I do airbrush my skin, and and maybe some grain. I just edit whatever you like. And if you need like a deeper video about editing, I'll just do another one about that and how I edit my photos. But this is not for this video. Build your feed. This is what I was just talking about, how I like to build my feed, and make sure that it's like cohesive, and like if this one is dark, so the other one will be a little bit lighter, and then if this one is like face, so the other one will be like full body, just something like that. Give your recommendation to people, like when you are on stories and something and you really like, I don't know, let's say you really like this chocolate, so just give your recommendation about this chocolate. Just put their handle, Instagram handle there, and then the brand saw you posting about this, and they will reach out to you, thank you, whatever may be working with you or not. Just giving like interaction, and also you giving something good to your audience. They like probably this chocolate, and they will just go ahead and buy it. And sometimes they will tag you and say thank you for this recommendation, I really love this chocolate. Build that relationship. Tag other accounts. Give other account love by tagging them and say, oh my god, I love this picture of her, and tag her. And then she'll say, oh, thank you for the love, and someone will just reshare it to their account. So that's also you giving your audience some other accounts that you are liking and loving, and you want them to follow them too, and they got your followers to see and show love to you, and they might take your story, and then they will reshare it on their account, and might be their bigger account than you, and they will sharing love. So you tagging her and tagging some other Instagram that you like to follow, and you giving your Instagram, your followers, this handle, and then they will just thank you, and you reshare it most likely, and their followers can see your handle there, and they can see your profile and come and see your Instagram. Beyond TikTok, the algorithm is fire. Really. As I was saying, TikTok is a new game. So you want to be in this game, you want to be on this fire algorithm as much as you want, as much as you can. So this is like, as I said, but still being a niche. I'll make another video just specific on TikTok. Today is all about Instagram. And it's just specific when you do TikTok, you do need a niche in the first time, and then it's so fire, but you do need to know all the like hashtag that you need to use and all like the tips that I'm gonna give you. But it's so fire, so you want to do that. So whenever you do that, people will follow you from TikTok to your Instagram, and that just real followers, real engagement, and it's like so fire right now. Be the first one to like other posts and comment, and then they see other people like a bigger account that the first one who comment is just everybody just talking to them and seeing who is the one that click first and comment first. Usually they're going to them, and they engaging with this account. So this is really important to do as well when you are engaging. Be at least the first or the second to be on the post, and turn on your notification on Instagram so you can be like when other people will post. When you are posting your picture, you want to like and comment first, because if you don't comment first, and also on TikTok, it just makes easier on people to like and comment your content when you did something and you showed, okay, this is what I would comment and this is what other people would comment, and that will be just easier because some people don't like to be the first one to comment and the first one who likes. It's just a thing, I don't know, but this will just help them be like, okay, I'm not the first one, and they will like and comment to you, and also just, it's good for your own post to like, share, comment, save, Stay on your niche as much as you can, and whenever you see your account grow, then you can maybe add like more like vlogs and life update stuff that are really not on your niche, but on the first like couple months you do want to like specific on your niche, and that whenever people will try to find you, they will be for that. So let's talk about your bio. What you need to put on your bio. First of all is your location. It's really important. People want to know where you're located, where you're from, and blah blah blah. Your name is really also really really important. Your account handle is different than your name, but I have my name there and location. I have my email, even though I have like an email like click. I just have my email also in my bio so that people will just see if they don't want to click or they didn't see the click, they know this is my email. If they want only business inquiries, of course. After you put your name, location, you have to put your niche in your bio. Let's say fashion, beauty, wellness, just put like what you're into and what your content will be on your Instagram, so people will know what to expect and want to follow. Research for content idea for your niche. See other people accounts, see what other accounts are posting. Take a note and examples of what is like trendy, what popular, what to do, what do you want to put on your niche that it's similar to your niche. Go to Pinterest, see take inspiration from there, and prepare your content for the shooting. Also, I really want to talk about shooting day. If you are doing Instagram, you do want to do it as a full-time job, you want to take it seriously as an influencer, you want to do a day of a photo shoot day that you're getting ready. You're taking a couple outfits that you already put together as this is what you're going to wear, or this is the makeup that you're going to apply, and then you're going on a photo shoot day. You're taking as many pictures as you can with this outfit. You can take your own tripod and do it yourself, or have someone with you and take a couple of cute pictures of you, and do it everything in one day, so you have everything ready for the rest of the week or the rest of the month. Just depends on how good quality of this picture and how you want to put them on your on your feed. It's almost the same. If it's only 3, so I would just do play with them for the week. But if you did more, you did 6, so it's might be good for 2 weeks. Just depends. I do at least a photo shoot day at least once a week, but since quarantine and all that, so we try to do at home. And my kid's now back to school, so I'm trying to do more of this photo shoot day and going outside and to shoot couple outfits and changing in the car or in the restroom. But in the car you have to be a master in this. It's just happened. And sometimes you can also do something else to your hair, maybe a new clip, maybe different but the same makeup. So make sure your makeup is neutral. If you do want to post about makeup, I would say just do it in a different day, that you just do your makeup and just put the top, and then you just take a selfie of this outfit, this outfit, but it's just be the top and the makeup that you're wearing with this outfit. And then this is what I usually like to do. Then I don't have to think about ruin my makeup when I'm changing. I'm just doing it very simple, and maybe sunglasses, and then my outfit, bag, and shoes. So yeah, just, accessories changing, and as much picture as you can, and detailed pictures also really, really good. So when you are on your photo today, you can just take a selfie of you, take like a detailed picture, and you can post only the details, and one day all the like the full body. So that just makes your Instagram feed more interesting. For a brand to notice you, just think about what you are already using and what you already love, and just tag those brands that you are using and you love, and say how you like them and why you like them, and just post about them as much as you can, and just, they will see your love, and they will just be, they will contact you, or you can just go ahead and contact them. Don't be scared to contact them, and the way that you should do it is, usually they have email, like click and you can just email them, but it's not really the same as you getting their PR email. It's usually not their PR email on their Instagram feed. On the click on button, it's usually a different email of like customer service. So what you want to do, if you want to be with, like, to get a PR or like work with brands, you just want to DM them first, or after you already tag them and like their product and talk about how much you love them. They see that you tag them, and then you go and be like, hey, I love your brand and your amazing product and would love to collaborate. What is your PR email? And then they usually respond, would love to collaborate, would love to know your PR email for future collabs. And then they will just respond if they do like your Instagram and your style, and if you are really into what they want to post on their feed. And they will just give you their email, and then you can just email them, and as much as you can. And whenever you are emailing them, most of them maybe in the first time will not be like, oh yes, let's do it. Most of them will just say, oh, we have too many influencers or something like that. But don't give up. As like, do like 10 emails a day or 20 emails a day. 2 or 3 from them will probably say yes, and will just get into like contact you and email you back. And don't give up. If they don't email you back on the first time, keep emailing them. They probably don't see you. And be professional. Put the media kit and all that. And if you don't know about the media kit and what you need to include in the email, I'll probably do a separate video about that, because this is like a deep separate video about like how to professionally email a brand and to work with a brand. But you should put like your handle and your email and like your insight of your Instagram and other accounts that you want to work with this brand, and to show as much as you can. If you have TikTok, show about TikTok. And then you can just, work with the brand, and they just send you their stuff for you to try, and then you can just work from there. When you are creating content, think about something that people will probably reshare or save or have to comment. Like, if you are asking for something in your post, if you are saying something in your caption, if you're asking something in your caption, so they might, they have to reply. Or think about something that is reshareable, like if there is like a quote or something in your Instagram, like if you're including some quotes, then some people saving them and reshare them. So that's really good for your account. So think about that too when you're creating content. Just make it really reshareable. Make sure you include your media kit, as I said. Set your rate. If you don't know about how to set your rate, you should just Google like about it, and also make friends on on social media that have about the same amount of followers that you have, and about the same insight, and ask them. Not everyone will tell you, but some of them may tell you how much they charge, and what they will just give you an idea how much you need to charge. I'll give you some websites that I like, and if you are first time on like being an influencer if you have no idea where to start, how to like make, to brand to contact you, or you want to contact them, and how to start making money from that. I have a couple websites that are okay. One of them, the first one is aspireiq.com. Second, realclever.com, coldly.com. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I'm not sure. And then soapboxinfluencer.com, octoly.com, super great, and obviously maverick.co. And those are just, a couple that I wrote here that I'm using or I used to use, and they're okay, and you get some, brand deal and product from them, and which is great. So you can just start building your relationship with brand, and also connect to Four, which is like an influencer website. So people will go to Four brands, and then they will see your insight and all about you. And so, they will go from Four, and some people would want to work with you because they saw your insight on Four.co, I think. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's like a website that they will give influencer like a stage to put all your content there, like all your social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and blog. And then they will just make like an insight for you, and like say how much you have and what you are about, and then they will just give an idea to the brand to work with you and what to expect from your account, and how it actually will help them advertise their stuff. So basically you are advertising other brands product, and that will just basically what it is. If you love product and you are already really believe in it, just share it and tag the brand, and then it's already like a good thing on your content and on your followers. So if they're like fitness and you're on beauty, they're not gonna contact you because it's not really on their niche. So just don't be like, oh, they don't want to work with me. I hope that I included everything that I have. Let me just see if I didn't forget anything. Yeah, I wanted to go deeper on like other stuff like editing, how I edit, how I email, and how I do how media kit and stuff. So just let me know down below in the comments if you want me to make a video about that, go deeper on that. So yeah, but basically that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. And please make sure to subscribe and comment below and like, and also go to my Instagram and check my TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!